3 supplements you can stop wasting your money on right now. The US vitamin and supplement industry is worth $35.6 billion overall. The US supplement industry is the second largest in the world and is projected to generate a revenue of $4.06 billion in 2023. And at least 77% of Americans take at least one supplement, but not all supplements are created equal, and I'm going to share my thoughts on several that are not worth your money. According to the NIH, Americans spent $12.8 billion out of pocket on natural product supplements, which was about 1/4 or 24% of what they spent out of pocket on prescription drugs. The mean annual out-of-pocket expenditure in this category was about $368. I'm not suggesting that there's not utility to using supplements, just suggesting that we be mindful of where our dollars go. And especially because we want to spend our money on products that are going to be helpful, strategic, and beneficial. Here are 3 supplements to not waste your money on in 2023. Number 1 is ditching calcium. According to Dr. Aaron Vikos, a professor at Johns Hopkins Ciccarone Preventative Cardiology Center, research on the use of calcium as a supplement is really inconclusive and may in fact be harmful. Now, this is the first university I did my medical training at, and I'm grateful to see that my healthcare colleagues agree that calcium is not what it is reported to be. The research suggests that there's little to no benefit from taking it to support our bones, and there's even more research suggesting that it may in fact contribute to kidney stones, or nephrolithiasis, which is the technical term. I used to see many cases of kidney stones in my ER days and work as well contribute to not only kidney stones, but also colonic polyps. You're better off consuming calcium-rich food sources like dairy if it's tolerated, even consuming green leafy vegetables as well. Additionally, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition also suggests that calcium does not reduce fracture risk in menopausal women and may actually increase fractures. Now, I know when I started working as a nurse practitioner, this was commonplace. We told all these women to take calcium to protect their bones. I would actually recommend that you be really careful and cautious. Save your money and focus on calcium-rich food sources like canned salmon, sardines, seeds like chia, beans, lentils, and dairy if you tolerate it. Walking, weight training, and if you are in perimenopause or menopause, discuss hormone replacement therapy as another option to help support your bone health proactively. I also think it's helpful to get baseline DEXA scans. I think getting them in your 30s, maybe one in your 40s and your 50s can be helpful for gauging bone health. Don't wait until you're osteopenic or osteoporotic to act. Next are swap out the branched chain amino acids, or BCAAs. There are 3 branched chain amino acids: valine, leucine, and isoleucine. We have 20 amino acids, which are building blocks of protein, and there are 9 that are essential that we must get through our diet. A 2017 study reviewed all available studies from 1985 to 2017 and found that there were no human studies where BCAAs were responsible for better muscle protein synthesis. And in the meta-analysis, there were at least 2 studies where BCAAs increased muscle breakdown and decreased muscle protein synthesis. This is no good. There's some newer research suggesting that BCAAs can decrease muscle protein synthesis, increase catabolism, which is the breakdown of muscle, and blunt the effects of absorption of amino acids. So my recommendations are to aim for 30 to 50 grams of protein per meal, aiming for 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight. Obviously, quality counts. If you are someone that embraces an intermittent fasting lifestyle, please aim for no less than 100 grams of protein a day, minimum, to ensure that you are not running the risk of sarcopenia. If you are dairy intolerant, using whey protein is likely a better option, and using EAAs, essential amino acids, in lieu of branched chain amino acids. Lately, I've been experimenting with a few brands of EAAs. I'll share my objective opinion very soon. And I want to be really clear, like for a long time, I was taking BCAAs thinking it was helpful. And when I stumbled upon this research, and I'm always very transparent to say, no more, do more. If I know better, I'm going to do better. And so this is why I feel like the BCAA piece is something that I am actively learning, and I want to make sure I share that with you. I'm interrupting this video so that I can tell you about my 3 ways you are sabotaging your weight loss and fat loss. It's a great guide. You can click the link below and grab it now. Super helpful to try to determine what is going on that is contributing to weight loss plateaus and weight loss resistance. Tip number 3, skip the fat burners, in particular Chromium. This area of the supplement industry is particularly market savvy, bringing in $2.4 billion in the US alone, as adults in the United States and abroad are struggling with poor metabolic health, obesity, inflammation, chronic inflammatory conditions. It's no wonder they are searching for a quick fix solution. Isn't that what we've conditioned ourselves to believe, that a pill or a potion or a powder is going to take care of all of our problems? And one supplement in particular is not worth the hype, and that's Chromium. I want to be clear, there were a lot of fat burners out there. Some of them are multiple supplements put together. I just decided to pick on one that doesn't cause me to call it any particular company. Chromium is actually a trace element that is present in a few foods, including mushrooms and wheat germ. But there had been some initial studies suggesting that consumption of chromium in supplement form was advantageous for increasing lean body tissue. However, future studies did not confirm this. I've clinically found chromium can be helpful with blood sugar support, but not nearly as efficacious as things like myo-inositol or even berberine. So this is one of those supplements that has a weak mechanism of action and really shouldn't be put in the same category as a fat burner or fat burning stack or suggestions I would make to patients or clients. I think if you're really looking to burn fat, you really need to think about lifestyle mediated decisions that you're making. There's been solid research about other fat burning supplements like caffeine, green tea, and even L-carnitine that I will actually discuss in future episodes. But for now, save your money and focus on all the things we know are beneficial for fat loss, which includes strength training, high quality sleep, stress management, intermittent fasting, and prioritizing protein. All of these are going to go a heck of a long way, and especially if you are in perimenopause and beyond. I would be remiss if I didn't also kind of tail in there high intensity interval training, if appropriate for you, can also be a great way to kind of torch fat. And then lastly, consideration to HRT to help with those body composition changes that are so frustrating for women to experience in middle life. I've experienced them myself. I totally get it. I would say that HRT is always kind of the icing on the cake. And for many women, it can be the addition of either estradiol or even testosterone that can make a huge difference in fat burning efforts. Hey, if you like this video, you guys are going to love this video, and I'll see you there.